Thank you for joining our webinar today. We are starting. My name is Andrew Srefimin. I'm a head of digital survey department at SIGNAX. I will be moderating today's webinar, and we are recording this session for those who are unable to attend live. The webinar will last approximately 45 minutes. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them in the chat and we will address them at the end. Today, we are excited to present the unique capabilities to the SIGNAX Tools module. This workshop aims to introduce you to SIGNAX Tools, a unique solution for BIM management automation created by engineers for all project participants. Let me begin with a few words about our team. We are an engineering company with construction and IT specialists who have significantly improved the efficiency of our projects, and we are now offering these technologies to the market. We have been operating for 5 years and have implemented our services across more than 3 million square meters of construction sites. With offices in Dubai and Boston, we are also expanding our market globally. Today's speaker is Pavel Gorecki, a BIM manager at SIGNAX with extensive experience in the construction industry. That concludes my brief introduction. Please welcome my colleague Pavel.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pavel Gorecki. I'm a BIM manager in SIGNAX MENA region, and I'm responsible for overseeing on-site BIM implementation, manage clients' learning program, and implementation of SIGNAX solutions. I managed projects in the UAE and also the largest digital twin development in the CSI region. Additionally, I contributed to BIM model development for various residential and industrial projects and conduct webinars, and happy to share the best industry practices with you today. And if you're not familiar with SIGNAX ecosystem, here's a brief introduction. We have 4 modules. SIGNAX Docs is a common data environment that stands at the core module, serving as the central hub for collecting, updating, sharing, and storing all the project information. Inspection module is a 360-degree photo web service where you can compare pictures side by side with each other and even with the model, add comments, issues to the imagery, and manage inquiries connected to floor plans. Tools plugins for Revit and Navisworks and AutoCAD cater to various roles in BIM and site engineering, serves consultants and contractors, owners and design teams, making process more efficient, saving time and budget of every project. And Dashboard is a mobile reporting tool. All information, key figures about the progress of the project are displayed in one surface, accessible from web browser or smartphone. And we're continuously improving our products, adding new features and existing new ones. So today we'll speak about SIGNAX Tools model. SIGNAX Tools is a unique plugin that works in Navisworks, Revit, and AutoCAD. This means that we're capable to work with both 2D and 3D geometry with a variety of different data formats. We implemented over 50 different functions in our products that are designed by engineers and are used globally. Furthermore, we have free versions of plugins for Navisworks and Revit, and you can request trial or pro version on our website. So yeah, And speaking about practices, there is a BIM pipeline. It's one of the examples of SIGNAX Tools usage combined with AEC software products. You can develop the BIM model, set up assembly codes, provide model validation, bill of quantity exports, work scope verification. Numerous workflows that were traditionally carried out using 2D drawings or even printed drawings are now being transitioned to BIM. Furthermore, this process can now be transferred from the BIM models straight to the construction site. And one of the main things I would like to start with is SIGNAX Tools' unique functions that will be useful for every project participant, designer, contractor, consultant, and owner teams. In this site, I mentioned some of the use cases, starting from designer's team. SIGNAX Tools will help to automate model checking, backing up files, or even adjust view settings. For constructor team, calculations of volumes, construction BIM model creation, and bill of quantity exports, invoice exports, attaching issues, and links to the elements of the model. So for consultants team, classification of model, creation of source sets, scope management, tracking of model changes, transfer of properties, shadows and scope, import and export. For owner's team, you can get automated scopes from the model, budget calculation, and Primavera shadow integration. SIGNAX Tools is made to enhance and automate workflows. Here are the SIGNAX panels for Autodesk products. There are plenty of features, and you would definitely find some to boost your project. And first, I would like to start with SIGNAX Tools free for Navisworks. And yes, it's completely free. It's mainly useful for contractors and owners team. For owners team, easy work scope calculation tools can take scopes from different properties and sum them up, giving you an overall scope. For constructor team, approve blocks allows you to see status of completion, date, contractor, work package to the elements of the model. Using this function would level up your BIM model to 5D BIM model, which includes cost and time data. So due to a high variety of tools functions, we created a wiki page where all the guides and instructions are stored on wiki.signax.io. And let's continue with Navis Pro. There are 4 blocks and well, there are 6 blocks, excuse me. First one, the project consists of tools settings, also of panel where SIGNAX properties, custom properties, attached documents, and works are displayed. Tools Pro for Navis work would be helpful for every project participant. Its main features are Checker, which is useful for a BIM manager. It allows you to check model for collisions, presence of properties and elements, and validate your BIM model against informational requirements of the client. Important issues from ACC docs, BCF file leads to better collaboration and visualization in the project. There's source set creation tool helps you to organize, classify, and manage your data effectively. We have different rules for creation of source sets and automatization of creation of the source sets. Colorizing, so it helps with visualization tool to assign colors to elements of your model. So export and import feature exports your data from BIM model, from properties for each element to a bill of quantity, invoice, work log, percent of completion for work package, even directly to Primavera schedule. A work schedule allows you to create a Gantt chart schedule using a convenient graphical interface and visualize the construction process of the project based on the created schedule. And document attachment, attach local documents from ACC docs, SIGNAX docs. And moving on to tools for Revit, main feature is classification tool that allows you to assign assembly codes by certain condition. Check elements in Revit for presence of properties, copy elements categories from linked file, and approve model assigns information about completion, planning, acceptance of the element, date, work, and contractor, which is the main instrument in creation of real-time construction BIM model, which will show the real-time state of development of the project. Calculation functions helps to create scopes of the elements. It can take scope from different sources of information and sum them up. We have other useful tools feature for digital twin development. And moving to AutoCAD, tools for AutoCAD will be useful for contractors or for those who are looking for digitalization of their processes, but not yet ready for the complex BIM implementation. Tools can also mark elements as completed, accepted, plans, creating a construction model of your project, calculate volumes of elements, add issues, and export invoices. And let's move to the more practical part of our workshop, where we will explore in the real-world implementation of tools functions. And first, let's speak about design team workflow optimization. We will cover various features, including backing up of your Revit models, classifier, export to IFC and NFC files, and checker automatization, focusing on automating routine processes for BIM engineers. Additionally, we will delve into class detection for multidisciplinary coordination and check the presence and completeness of properties according to EER requirements. Finally, we will discuss how to import the check results back into Revit for automatic model validation. On average, BIM engineer spends 9 times less time on backups. Model validation classification is faster than ever with help of SIGNAX tools. This is the calculation for opening and exporting BIM models to NVC and IFC formats, 5 architectural models, 5 structural models, and 5 MEP models. So the estimated time doesn't count for human factors. So typically, more time is needed for export. By configuring auto processing, which requires about 1.5 hours of a BIM engineer's time, the time for opening, closing model, and setting up worksync and other export setting is eliminated. So here's a demonstration of auto processing. Like we are clicking auto processing, selecting local files. We can even select multiple local files. So yeah, next we even can select files from Revit server. So adding files to our auto processing, then adding checks. So resaving in Revit format, IFC format, and NWC format. Then we should select folder for exports results. After selecting the folder, we're choosing up if we should detach from central model and close some work sets. For example, we don't need a work set with rebars or that contains grids. We can launch at specific days. For example, at Friday evening when the work is done, we need to back up, and yeah, or even at some specific dates and time. After we set up time, we start the process. Everything is done by SIGNAX Tools. After the process is done, everything we have to do is like to see through the results. That's it. Export is done, and yeah. Next, checker tool for BIM management automatization. So first we click checker, then add checks to, for example, number 1 verifies the properties in the model. We select pair of category and property. So we select if every element in the model has assembly codes After the check is done, we see that 91% of the elements have assembly codes. We can group the results by families and even highlight the results in the model. So see, results are highlighted, everything else is highlighted. Check number 2 verifies presence of properties for group of elements. So we verify a group of elements by category property and value of property pair. Then we add a property for the check. In this check, we will check if every pipe have a system name property. As the check is done, we can see like about 70% of the pipes have property, system name property. The check number 3 verifies presence of multiple properties. So for example, we verify if every element have either area or volume property in this model. And only 33% of elements have either of them, either area or volume. The next check performs clash detection. So we select group of search sets. We can add new group of search sets in settings. So for example, it's sanitary. We add search set. Here's how we create group of search sets. Then we select rules for clash detection and run the check. There are 47 conflicts inside hot water group. So yeah. And the last check verifies presence of items in the model. So we classify property and number of elements, and yeah, we find 84 windows. Next, we can export check results to XML, open Revit, and import check results in Revit. This would highlight the failed element, the element that failed the check. Then isolate and see them. And next we will see how auto-processing of classifying by condition and checker works. So first we have to define code by condition and checker rules. And at the end, we will get an Excel spreadsheet with the checker results. So moving next. Contractors team could also enhance productivity with SIGNAX tools by quickly obtaining accurate volumes from the model by selecting elements or using the search set feature. Then, with a single click, calculate the total volumes or custom properties, attaching financial or technical documentation, local files, or links directly to model elements. Sync completion status to model elements for better project tracking, exporting model to the cloud, and by accessing it on mobile device, even without an internet connection. Collaboration made seamlessly with other project members using the BCF format. Additionally, generate invoices directly from the model. All this and more is possible with SIGNAX tools, and helps to move from paper-based project progress tracking to model-centric structure. Here is some information about timings of tasks performed by SIGNAX tools, and considering complexity of the task, it's pretty fast. Timing are varying depending on the model size and complexity. So next we will showcase how to calculate volumes straight from the model. So by simply clicking the elements, we can calculate the scopes, for example, volume, length, area. We can highlight multiple elements, and these instruments would sum up the scopes. Document attachment. So for example, we can click the element and attach documents. It can be invoice, it could be passport, like basically anything can attach from our SIGNAX docs. We can select local files, select local folders for attachment, and even attach document from BIM 360 server. Then clicking on the elements, we can observe the attached documents. And then moving to Pro block, we can assign statuses of approval to the elements. So first we need to select elements, then we assign status, for example, completed, select date, then the work type, on the WBS structure, and then we select contractor. So this is how the construction BIM model is created. So yeah, we can assign planned elements, then see the deviations when the elements were planned and then where it was constructed, and when it was commissioned and accepted finally. So, and additionally, we have BIM link integration. So we can select parts of the model, then export it to our cloud service. By clicking to BIM link function, we select search set. We split a model by levels, so by adding a property where a layer is. A title password is needed. Then after model is processed, we click the link. Yeah, and here is our model in web browser. So you don't need any additional software to open it. You can select any level and then assign special color statuses to the elements. And also we can assign comments to the elements. So yeah, we can select multiple elements, assign them color. And later, if we open a Navisworks, we can import the results and assign every meaning to each color. So here's a pretty easy workflow. So, and after we're done, we export JSON file, upload it back to Navisworks, and assign, for example, for green color, completion, work, type, contractor, and date. For blue, that's elements are planned, and for yellow, that are accepted. For red, that we have some comments. You can comment any issues. Yeah, we continue, and our model is processed, and our new properties are added straight to the model. Yeah, as we can see in SIGNAX panel, we have now custom properties to the elements. Actually, we can open this link on a mobile device. It will be saved in cache, so you can go to the construction site and upload, work with the model even without internet connection, but you have to open the link first and download the model in your cache. So then, yeah, the workflow is pretty much the same. So you select elements, sync colors, and later you download JSON file. So it could help in the commissioning stage of your project. So you go to the commission on site, you see this, like these works are verified, QA/QC approved, green color, have some issues, yellow color, not approved. You have to fix everything, like red color. Yeah, you can also filter an elements by search set. And we have BCF issues import feature to help you to collaborate with other project participants. We select BCF file. We can add comments to existing issues. We can change issue status, change issue type. We can add new issues. Yep, by adding title, adding status and type of issue. And later, when we've done with this file, we can hand it to other project participants. Yeah, we can add pictures and work with picture. And add comments to BCF feature. Yep, pretty much simple workflow. We save it and handle to other teams. And we can also generate invoices straight from the model. So yep, first you have to assign unit prices to every WBS work packages. Then we can click to invoice export. We add data about your project, your contractors, subcontractors, your clients. Select works, select dates for invoices. So for example, you need only like bricklaying from certain dates, and the invoice is generated in Excel. You even have a picture of elements that are involved in the invoice. So yep, it's fully customizable. Yeah, moving on next. And next, shifting our focus to the consultants team. Visualizing a project or tracking changes from a human perspective, as well as comparing the model with panoramic imagery, can be achieved through batch exporting panoramic images from the model. Creating source sets helps in organizing, classifying, and managing data effectively, with various rules and automation options available for their creation. Additionally, the creation of WBS packages for projects and the classification of BIM models based on assembly codes are streamlined, simplifying these complex tasks and making them more manageable for the consultants. SIGNAX Tools aid consultants in addition the health of the project, automating processes and boosting overall project effectiveness. So SIGNAX Tools helps to categorize and analyze the model to enhance the efficiency of the project. Multi-conditional source set could be done in a fraction of a time. It's essential tool for consultant, BIM managers, and coordinators. Tools provide invaluable support in optimizing workflows, improving project outcomes, and driving success across all stages of development and every participant of the project. So next, we'll be speaking about batch importing 360 photos. So it could be done by creating a viewpoint, aligning camera, and then creating a viewpoint. We can create multiple viewpoints and then batch import our panoramic imagery straight to inspection model. It could be done to see the deviations between project and construction site, or you can see the differences in different design options from the first human perspective. Yep, and here's results could be compared. It is the panoramic imagery. Next, moving to source set, we click standard set and add new source set. There are 4 rules for creating source set. First, split the model by properties. We add category and property to create source set. So now our model is split by element categories. And then we divide model by specific property. So if property have element and category equals wall, we divide all the walls by type and all the floors by type. And here it is. The next, we can split model by a conditional property, such as assembly code. And here it is. And last but not least, we can split the entire model in three like system. So first we select a pair of elements and property for parent folder, and yeah, add additional folders. Next, we can add WBS packages straight to our model. So we select works on SIGNAX panel, add new work, for example, or add condition to works, existing works. So yeah, on the bottom of SIGNAX panel, we have favorite properties that will definitely help in your workflows. And then we can classify the model by works. Then we can add classify a model by assembly codes. We select where in which property our assembly codes are. And yeah, we created tree-like structure of folders and assembly codes. Moving to the owner or customer's team, SIGNAX Tools helps to summarize project completion data, track the progress budget, and seamlessly import project's progress into Primavera using the WBS structure. This keeps the project data accurate and useful. Budgeting and volume calculations alongside with exporting reports are now faster and easier with SIGNAX Tools. It allows for fast export of project data and metrics just before meetings, saving valuable time instead of lengthy report preparation. Yeah, first we can export percentage of completion of WBS structure. So we add condition to our work packages. We can add favorite properties for faster workflows. For example, we added element time property. So here we add completion to the elements completion status, and then we calculate percent. So next we can export the overall scope, overall budget of our project by WBS structure. So here we assign properties to our WBS structure. For example, slab are only elements that are in category floors. Then assign value, and later we can export budget. We can import our percentage of completion straight to Primavera. So first we import works from Primavera, from XML file from Primavera. Then we assign properties to our WBS structure. Here we assign approve status to the elements. Here for water supply and sewerage system. Then we click %Primavera, select XML file, and it will import the percent of completion to XML file. As you can see, like installation and water supply have 0% of completion. After importing, it have 15% of completion. So that's how we can import all the percentages of completion to the whole Primavera shadow. Furthermore, tracking the data from the model could be even more fluent and descriptive if data is combined in a single report with graphs and metrics like in dashboard model. Dashboard is a web-based site reporting tool. This is hugely informative construction dashboard for managers, engineers from any stakeholders that are involved in construction process. Dashboards allows you to see actual and updated information about the project process. Open any BIM models regarding design stage or construction stage and check all the numbers and metrics. Anytime you can select one of the time of the cards inside the dashboard and, for example, perform planned versus actual state comparison to BIM models. You can see the completion of percentage, the scope, and the shadow in the dashboard. Finalizing our workshop, I would like to discuss the SIGNAX ecosystem. Tools and other models cover a wide variety of tasks in construction projects and are useful at every stage for all project participants. I recommend using all SIGNAX models together, and here's why. When used together, they cover most clients' needs. Some functions use several models, taking advantage of each of them. We take the project data, improve it, and work with it through tools. Store, approve, and collaborate with documentation and models in SIGNAX docs, and create and visualize project reports in dashboards. Everything within one project suite, enabling seamless and effective collaboration. And here's a link to our wiki page for instructions on how to use our products. And as I finish my part, Andrew.
Thank you, Pavel, for such an engaging presentation. If anyone has questions, please do not hesitate to ask. You can find our social media links in the contact section on signax.io. I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone for attending this meeting and participating in the discussion. Should you have any further questions or require a demo, for example, please feel free to contact us. Our trials are also available for testing tools and other SIGNAX models on your projects. Goodbye, and we look forward to seeing you at our next webinars.
Thank you. It was a pleasure for me to speak to you today. Goodbye.
Bye.